Hey Aries, Kat here to do your mid-month August read. I want to welcome those of you who are new to the channel and welcome back those of you who are returning. Big shout out to anyone who has liked, shared, or subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate your support, and it's been great getting to know you guys in the comments. So please feel free to leave me a comment. I always respond personally. I'm very interested in building the community and getting to know you guys on a more personal level. So please feel free to do that. For those of you who don't know, this is a general reading. Spirit's going to give me the message that most needs to be heard within the collective of Aries that I'm reading for. That may be your message this time, it may not. If it doesn't resonate, you can check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign. There may be aspects of the message that resonate with you as an Aries, but all of it may not. So whatever comes up is the story that I'm going to read. I'm being given the message to communicate the message, and so that's my job. That's what I'm going to do. If you're interested in hearing something else, like I said, check out your moon, rising, or Venus, or check in with me at the end of the month. I'll be doing September shortly, so you can check and see what your September reading is all about as well in a very short time, okay? So I do not draw cards. I actually allow Spirit to take jumpers out of the deck. That is the way I work. It does take a little bit longer to do this, so if you want to skip ahead to the actual reading of the cards, you can. I will be saying and identifying what the cards are as they come out and I do the spread. However, I will return to them. I'll go through them again. So you're not going to miss out on anything. You're not going to miss anything. We just want to make sure that you are able to see that I am taking the cards that are selected for me, that I am not actually picking the cards, and that I'm reading the story that is given to me in the moment that I read. It's not something pre-prepared. It's not something I've rehearsed. It's not something sitting off somewhere that I'm reading from. This is an actual reading. I'm doing it as I go along. Additionally, if it doesn't resonate, I do want to add this one comment. This is tarot. Tarot is an oracle vehicle, right? So it may not resonate with you this second. It may resonate with you some short time from now, right? It's the future, guys. So if everything resonated, what would be the point? Because quite frankly, you don't need tarot. If you already know the past, you know the past. So I'm going to try and get you things that you may not be thinking about, you may not be perceiving, you may not be understanding in the moment, and Spirit is trying to communicate with you so that you have a clearer understanding of what's going on and what you need to do about it to get to where you want to be, or whatever is your highest good. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're not. All right, here we go. Here's the reading. So you've got 9 of Wands here, wounded warrior. And I would say guarded, but that's obvious. He's got a bandage on his head. He's been knocked around quite a bit. He or she, this is masculine energy because it's defensive energy, right? However, it feels like you fought a lot of battles, okay? And then you've got 9 of Pentacles. This is your obstacle that you need to overcome. I feel like money has been coming in. You've known it's been coming in, but it's been really slow. Really slow. You've been working really hard in your mind. You're putting in everything they possibly could put in here. At the base of the spread, you've got 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So I think there was some indecision about what to do with your money, but I think now you actually know. And I think in the recent past, you've become somewhat more financially independent with the money that you are making. But this offer with tons of possibility, right? This like next step up, the next level up has been slow to come. Page of Cups in the reverse here. Fishy offers of love in the past. In the immediate future, you're not accepting any offers. You're like, nope, guess what? I'm doing fine. Looking good, feeling good, working on my stuff here. I don't want to fight with anyone. I don't want to be on guard. I don't want to have to deal with romance right now. I'm a little leery of it, to be quite frank. I'll stick with my Pentacles. Thank you very much. And spend my time and energy focused there. King of Wands at the base of the spread, though. And King of Wands is a fiery sign. And Aries, you're fiery. Ordinarily, Emperor's the Aries card, right? But you're also a fire sign. So I think here you've got some passions, some creative passions, and some passions in this business that you are really kind of stoked about. And you're basically looking towards fulfilling your goal of making this long-term financial growth for yourself. And that's what you're worried about right now. You're not worried about anybody else, right? So King of Wands, very sassy, very attractive person, very magnetic and generous and flirtatious, but definitely knows what they want. Definitely goes after what they want. Nine of Pentacles, same deal. Definitely knows what they want. Goes after what they want. I do see in your immediate environment the Hermit. So someone is taking a time out here and going inside. And where this is in your environment, you know, this could be you, this could be someone that you were dealing with in the past, or someone that you're interested in dealing with that you haven't yet approached. I've got the Five of Swords here in the reverse. So this winner at all costs, I think you've given up. Not given up, but I think you've decided that you're not going to be in that mode of fighting to win every argument anymore. You're tired of the stress. You're tired of kind of what these swords create for you, right? Coulda, shoulda, wouldas. Did I really need to say that? I wish I hadn't said that. No, I'm thinking about it all night. Like, what I can't take it back, right? So this is coming out of that energy as a final outcome, coming out of this energy as a final, you know, hopes and fears coming out of that energy. And I think that being in a relationship, this Page of Cups is what causes all of this, right? You go from being productive towards your goals and achieving what it is that you want and self-sustaining and being spiritually fulfilled with loving the self and validating the self and kind of enjoying your own light here and investigating who and what you are and what you really want, to just being upside down when the relationships come. You know, that's when King of Wands starts pulling out the wands to defend himself, right? And I say he because it's a masculine energy. Yeah. You just don't want to fight anymore. You're done fighting and you have no passion left for it, you know? I do think, though, someone really wants to communicate with you. And I think it's your Queen of Wands. I think it's your counterpart here. I think it's your counterpart. The one you've lost the passion for, who's kind of magical and mystical and, you know, very, very, very similar to you in personal attractiveness and being driven and going after what they want, right? But I think what they want is you. And I think what you want is to be alone right now. Interesting, Aries, because it looks like you've lost passion for this, but yet they want to communicate. Eight of Wands and Nine of Wands, right? It's almost like the communication that's trying to come in is causing you to be very guarded. You just want to focus on this money, growing this money for yourself, okay? Sorry, let me get this more in the frame. And then underneath that is Knight of Cups. So they definitely want to make an offer to you, and it's not just a Page of Cups. It's a Knight of Cups. It's like, okay, I'm leveling up. I'm going to take this to the next level. I want us to get to a certain spot. Yeah. And then the Moon, unknown. But I think they want to build a life with you. And I think maybe where there was a refusal here before. Yeah. They were left out in the cold. Felt stabbed in the back, and they weren't ready to receive, right? They were definitely interested in changing that right now. However, I do see that it's toxic, but they want to move it forward anyway, even though there was some heartache, right? They want to be victorious with you. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Let's get some clarification, Aries, because it feels to me like you were in this relationship with someone and something upended that or put a halt on that. And you've just decided that it's much easier to focus on yourself and your money and your career and the things that will move you forward than this other person. And they want to be along for the ride, okay? They want to be along for the ride, Aries. And Nine of Swords again on the split here. Emperor, my way or the highway. So maybe there was some Emperor energy there as well. But you know, Emperor is also your energy. Aries. Elephants never forget, right? Elephants never forget. It's like, I don't think so. Yeah, 10 of Wands. You're putting your burdens down. You're putting those burdens down. You just don't want to deal with that. Oh, sorry. Off the table, we have King of Swords. Yeah. See, King of Swords, says what's on his mind in reverse. Can be kind of nasty. It's kind of the same energy as this. And you just don't want to deal with that anymore. So Spirit, what about King of Wands? What about Aries moving forward on their own in their career? What's going on with that? What's going on with the career? You're unable to manifest what it is you want. Is that because this is unresolved? Why are they unable to manifest what they want? Why are they unable to manifest what they want? Justice. Okay. So you're not able to move on yet until this is resolved. Some element of justice here. Okay. Well, let's get some more on that too. Okay. So if it's justice, oh yeah, okay. Someone returning from the past, but you don't want them to? Too much infighting. Okay, well, the message is pretty clear. It's the same. So why don't I do this? If you don't want that offer from the past and you don't want to reconcile with this person, you don't want them to communicate with you because you've heard it all before and you're done with it. Let's see what's new for Aries, okay? What's new for Aries if they continue down this path and they don't reconcile with this Queen of Wands? What's new for Aries, Spirit? New, coming in new. New. New, please, Spirit. New. New, please, Spirit. New. New, please. What's new for Aries? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So I don't think you're going to see anything here in the month of August. I do think that Spirit is backing you on taking this time off and focusing on the self and going within and doing what is going to move you forward, what is going to be helpful for your growth, both professionally, personally, and spiritually, right? Which is focusing on you. Yeah. There is something coming, but it's going to be in divine timing. And it's going to be a while. You're going to be waiting for it for a while. But once it does come, Spirit, let's say, is this coming in the next 3 months? If this is coming in the next 3 months, can you tell me what it's going to be? Well, maybe it won't be. It's divine timing. Let's just say when it gets here, what's it going to be like? When it gets here, what's it going to be like for Aries? Oh. Okay. So, worth waiting for wedding. 3 W's. www.wedding.com. Right? Yeah. So, can I get something about their person, please? Can I get something about their person, please? Something about their person that's coming. The one with the wedding that's worth waiting for. What about this person should Aries be on the lookout for? What about this person? This new person. You're not going to tell me? No? Okay. One more run, and then if Spirit decides not to tell me. Nope. Nothing. Okay. You got to wait. You have to wait. Focus on yourself. Focus on your career. Focus on everything that you're focusing on. You're in a good space here in terms of doing what you're supposed to be doing. I want to get some Moonology for you here, and then maybe some Oracle cards to see what the advice is on the career part, okay? So Spirit, if Aries is working on their career and their abundance for themselves and not interested in a relationship right now, what should they be focused on in lieu of a relationship? What should they be focused on in lieu of a relationship? Expect some powerful change. So I feel like We're reading this on the blue moon here, guys, right? Expect powerful change. It's August 22nd, so we're reading it on the blue moon. So let's see what happens for change for you guys. And it's asking you what do you need to release. So if there's still energy around this, there's some energetic cords. There are a couple of videos on YouTube you can use for energetic cord cutting that are pretty interesting. And I've used them a number of times. I've also used that practice of the Tibetan practice of drawing a silhouette of yourself and then, you know, writing on there all the things that you want to release and burning that in the fire. Whatever it is that you need to do this, you may want to do that tonight, right? And even if you don't make the window for tonight, you can still do that just to burn it and release it, because there's definitely something you need to release, and that will help you to move the wheel forward for this change. That was not a card from Spirit. That was a card that I just dropped, so I'm not taking that. Okay, we've got luck is on your side and prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, this is all about your financial situation here. So I think as soon as you release all of this, which is what you're working on anyway, you can expect some powerful change on the career front, on whatever it is that you're working on. I say career, but it could be anything, whatever it is that you're spending all this time and energy working on. Expect some powerful change. Yeah, and you've got some prosperity coming your way as a result. So that's very nice to see. I like that a lot. Let's get some wisdom of the oracle for you and some numerology. Actually, I'm going to get numerology first, only because I think sometimes these cards can be super helpful when we're talking about what we need to focus on. Financial discipline here. And love, and I'm going to say that's love of self. We're on the split. Moderation as well is there. So just make sure you don't go into Aries Emperor mode, right, where you're in reverse. And it's my way or the highway with everyone, right? Be careful about that. You're a great chess player. You know how to kind of make moves and plan 10 moves ahead what you should be doing. So just be careful about being too inflexible here, because there's a lot of change coming your way if you allow it to happen and go with the flow a little bit, okay? Love came up again. This is love of self, guys. Also loving what you have going on in your intuition. Yeah, follow your intuition. So that's the Hermit, right? That's how the Hermit came up. Completion. All right. So I think you've got some work here that you're doing on love of self, right? And listening to your intuition more instead of the voices in your head. I see that happening here. And the completion is really releasing what it is that you still have to release and letting go of that, you know? I think you've got a karmic cycle that's going to end here, and your luck is going to change as soon as you release that. And this will be a necessary ending for you so that you can go after what it is that you have your eye on. You're making way for the new by releasing the old. Does that make sense? And then, from the love perspective here, this is also talking about love of self, but it's also looking at the world with eyes of love, right? Empathy, a little more compassion. Aries has a tendency, and I'm an Aries in Venus, so, of all the places to have Aries in your chart, right? It's in Venus. Hard place to be practical and plan, right? And be strategic. And, yeah. But in the areas of love, I think this is telling you just to be a little more empathetic, a little more compassionate with the world, and look at the world with refreshed eyes of loving the world and loving yourself in the world. Being grateful for what you have. Okay? Aligning yourself with source, which is what this Hermit card is all about. Source and intuition and love, right? This is spirit here. And this is ending this karmic cycle. And I think once you can do this here and release that other person, you'll be in a very good spot for yourself. Wisdom of the Oracle is saying, let's see. Wisdom of the Oracle for Aries, please, Spirit. Thinker. Well, you're that anyway, Aries. You're a thinker anyway. You think and plan and strategize, and you're very logical. Yeah. Go the distance. So, you know, it's worth waiting for. The love is worth waiting for. And getting to this place where you feel financially grounded and supported, and you know, you've got your own needs and desires and things hitting that finish line, right? Of what your dreams are for yourself. Go the distance. I want to grab the book on the go the distance. I know thinker is really about planning and strategizing and being logical and thinking about things rather than reacting emotionally. And I think that you're all set to do that. But this go the distance is about endurance, strength in the long haul. To bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities, so there is no need to fear the emotional obstacle or the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. It also says that you are in the karmic cycle of calling the one in, but you're doing this other work, and that's part of this process. Remember, the person you call into your life, your twin flame is going to vibrate at the same level that you're vibrating. So you want to be your optimum self to bring in the optimum partner, right? So it's okay to take time away from romance. You know, Spirit's telling you that it's worth waiting for, right? It will happen in divine timing, and go after your own pursuits here, because the more you level up for you, the higher your vibration will be, and the more you'll pull in someone more similar to yourself at the level that you want to be. Okay. So that you guys are supporting each other and independent rather than one kind of holding the other one back. Right. So it's important that you do that, okay? I think that's all I have for you tonight, guys. Check back in at the end of the month, right? Because we'll be doing September next, and we'll see how this all turned out for you. But I think right now you're just going to keep going the distance, you know? Stay the course, work on you, work on your money, work on your career. Yeah. Expect some powerful change. You will be very lucky. Something will come into your sphere that you'll see where this luck is coming from. You've got prosperity lying ahead of you right now. And I wouldn't change that trajectory, because the romance piece of it will happen in divine timing. So don't worry about that. Don't even think about it. Just release the past in that regard and move on. Okay? Honestly, you guys are in a good space. Yep. Prosperity lies ahead. What do you need to release? Luck is on your side, and expect powerful change. I'm just taking you through these again as I pull them off the table so that you can see them really quickly. Worth waiting for, right? Situation will involve marriage. So there's definitely your twin flame, your significant other is coming. But, you know, they're leveling up. You're leveling up. Everybody's leveling up, right? So you're all in the position that you want to be in. No more fighting. No more going back to the past. Past is done. You don't need that anymore. This inability to manifest right now what you want in terms of love and relationships, right? Putting the burdens down, not wanting to fight anymore, not wanting to have this as the energy that you're dealing with, and walking away from that, right? Justice. Okay? And here again, here's your pentacle, 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 right? King of Wands is working on that pentacle. Right? But you got to stop being so guarded. And the only way to do that is give up this energy. Okay? Because you're not accepting these offers of love anyway. You're waiting for that divine one to come in. Right? Okay, guys. Thanks, Aries. Appreciate you being here. If it resonated with you, let me know in the comments below if you could. That would be awesome. Hit the like button if it did. And check in with me at the end of the month. Hit that sub button and the notification bell, and you'll know when I post. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.